Karen. This
Yay!
is.
Thank you. I saw you, and I was like, I gotta talk to Karen.
I know. I feel bad for the YouTube people. They're not gonna be able to see you, but you
They
know.
can't lie.
Well, because
you're on YouTube Live too.
I'm on YouTube Live, and you're on Instagram. And I wanted to teach them something like that they never heard from their mothers. So, what is the most important thing that you learned that your mom or someone else did not teach you?
As far as sex?
Well, yeah. It could be sex. It could be anything. It could be like just about life.
You know what? I just did something. I just made a post today. You know, because I give advice every day, right?
Yes.
And I got a call from this person who was like, I'm so sad about like coming so close and then feeling disappointed. You know?
Coming so close to what?
Coming so close to like getting a job or getting a boyfriend, and then getting all excited and then getting disappointed. You know?
Yes, I know.
And I think I gave the advice of like, I think it's important because it's a marathon, not a race.
Exactly.
So during that month, you were feeling positive and you were picking up new skills and you stayed in the game for that much longer during the marathon. And even though you lost the race, it kept you picking up and getting better.
Right.
During that period. So it was not a waste.
And you know, I agree with you. And not only that, but if you don't get it, you learn so much more than if you do get it.
Yeah, totally. And it's a marathon, right?
It's a freaking marathon.
How many disappointments?
Yeah. For anyone who's listening to this, Aidan and I are both widows. We both lost our spouses, and we had to pick ourselves up and move on. And that's like really important lessons that we learned that I feel blessed that I was able to learn in my life. And the ability to, like, I was raised by parents that say, oh, you should care so much about what everybody thinks. You don't need to worry about what people think. You need to worry about what you think.
You were raised with that?
I was raised with, you should care about what people think. That's the way my parents raised me. You know, always, worry about what everybody's going to think about you. What are the neighbors going to think? What is this person going to think if you date this person? And I've learned, who gives a shit? We're all going to die.
Yeah.
We all are going to, so why not just follow what our inner gut tells us to?
Karen, I don't know if you feel this way, but like, I was like struggling with this because I'm like, of course I would do anything to have Michael back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I loved Michael so much, but like, having the perspective from like a year and a half after he's passed, I'm like, oh, like, the person that I am now is a lot stronger and more, so there was some value to that loss.
Of course.
So, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was trying to say. You said it much more eloquently, but that is exactly.
English is my second language.
English is your second language. You guys have to follow Aidan Park. Are you on YouTube as well?
You know what? I am, but I don't use it. Okay.
So follow him on Instagram, and also if you ever see him live. I don't think I've ever seen you live.
You should come. I'm at the Comedy Store tonight. I'm at the Ha Friday, and then I'm at Ice House on Saturday.
All right.
Or can I come and do a routine for you at the pool? Because I really want to hang out with you.
I want to hang out with you. You know why I want to hang out with you? And all the people that are watching this on YouTube or Instagram, the reason I find him so engaging is, first of all, he's fun. He's got a great laugh, the best laugh I've ever heard. But really because you're just so honest and real. And that is so important. If anybody wants to meet new people in their lives, to be so confident, honest, and real, it's like such a magnet.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a rarity. You too. You don't give a fuck, and I love that about you. You do not give a fuck. Karen does not give a fuck, people.
I know. And like I said, and I'm from a generation of people that all they did was give fucks. And, it just doesn't help you at all to worry so much. What is this person going to think? What is that person going to think? Don't worry about it. Worry about what you think.
Yeah, your opinion trumps,
Yeah.
They tried their best, didn't they? My mom's like that too. She did her best. God bless her. Jeez,
And we got someone here named Danny O'Chef. He said, as we get older, we tend to grow personally. No hangups. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happens to us. That's what this 4 agreements is about. Always be impeccable to your word. If you're always impeccable to your word, then you're not going to care about what other people are thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think shame kills people. I think I said that on your podcast. Shame kills people, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta just. I remember when I was like dating an older guy, and I'm like a big old gay bottom, and like there's bottom shaming, and I'm like, I'm gonna talk about it on stage. So I went up there. I was like, I got daddy issues, and I'm a big old bottom. So what, bitches? I don't care. Like, I'm yellow and full of large holes. So
Yeah. Oh my God. You know, you guys could see why. Someone here says, I thought Aidan was Carrie Bradshaw's boyfriend from the Sex in the City. No, he's.
Am I cute enough to be Carrie Bradshaw's boyfriend?
Totally cute enough. I wish everybody look at this.
You're cute.
Oh my God. So he says, look, guys, Aidan is stealing her from us. No one's stealing, we're adding. This is like just the more people that you can hear the same message from, the more you're going to start believing it.
Right?
Well, okay, so for everyone who doesn't realize this, I have a podcast called Sex Talk with my mom, with my son. He's a stand-up comedian. And Aidan was one of my favorite guests on the podcast. And
really?
Yes. Maybe both of us. Maybe you were one of both Cam and my favorite guests. So yeah, definitely. You are, because you know, not only are you funny as fuck, but you are also such a genuine person. And this is what's so wonderful about you. But anyway, you guys have to follow him on Instagram. If you're not on it, go follow him.
And you should follow her podcast,
Sex. And of course, if you want to hear more from Aidan, because he was a long guest on our podcast and on our Patreon page, Sex Talk with My Mom, you should follow him there. But thank you. Well, wait, they want to know what's the name of her YouTube channel. Aidan is a boy.
Aidan is a boy? What?
So the people on YouTube can't see you, so they just ask, what's the name of her YouTube channel? And I'm like,
her YouTube channel? That's right.
Oh yeah. He let me see if I can turn this around. I don't even know if it's gonna help.
Oh.
There's Aidan, if you guys can see. Hi. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm such a spaz with this stuff. Okay, hold on. What did I do on Instagram? Okay, sorry about that.
No.
And anyway,
I love
you guys,
I'll see you.
I want
comedy shows, or I'll come to the pool.
Come to our pool. I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Tell Cam I said hi.
I will. Bye. All right. So Aidan has left us, and that was fun. If you guys want to follow him again, it's Aidan Park Show. And if you go to Sex Talk with My Mom, you'll hear a podcast with him. We also have a Patreon page, Sex Talk with My Mom Patreon page. Okay. So Charlie is saying, so Karen, lately I feel like the cougars I've been trying to charm are you're my son's age type. I feel like I'm on a pretty big losing streak. Any advice? Maybe Aidan can chime in too. Aidan probably would have said exactly what I'm going to say, which is you just got to keep up the numbers game, you know, just keep going with it. I mean, it just takes one. So just keep going with it. Don't give up, Charlie. You know, you're a good looking man. I can see from your profile picture. Just keep it up. You'll find somebody. Bryson, I wish I had tips on how to stay calm when I'm with a woman I like and not to make it awkward. So Bryson, you're getting into your head. You have to get out of your head. Your head is your enemy. You got to go for that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom, just say how you feel. And if you are awkward, it's okay. Use that awkward as, instead of labeling it as like something bad, use it as something good. It's excitement. It's energy. It's something like that, you know, it sparks curiosities. Don't worry about feeling awkward. Everybody feels awkward. And that's another thing I want you guys to know. I feel awkward sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, and everyone feels awkward. And just remember something else. All women are just like men, and we want to have sex, and we want to have excitement, and we want to have, you know, that romance and all that kind of stuff, just like you guys do. So don't think it's just about the guy wanting the girl. The girl wants the guy as well. Charlie, you played Fortnite with Aidan. Just kidding. Okay. So thank you for the wishes here. Ha he saying awkward because of fear of losing. So you might lose, but you will gain knowledge from every loss. If you make the mistake of walking up to some woman and saying to her, having a great conversation at the end saying, I just want to fuck you, you realize that maybe that was like too bold. I'm giving an example. I made this whole scenario up, but you'll learn something from it. If you can deal with there's a lot of women that are going to first say to you, of it, say, oh, so your son's got a lot of personality, something like that. So just diffuse it, or don't even, just ignore it. Let's see. How do you keep it spontaneous and keep them interested? Feel hubby and I are having issues. Janie, I would say that's the number one question we get on our podcast. How do you keep it interesting for a husband and a wife? And I think that you have to think of it as a constantly evolving thing where sometimes, you might do more role playing, or sometimes you might bring sex toys in or watch porn together, or just have sexy conversations throughout the day. You have to do a lot of different things in order to keep the spark alive. And it's just unfortunate because you are a human being, and human beings are naturally curious to somebody else, but maybe they get bored with the same person. So make yourself a different person. If you're role playing, you're not that same person anymore. It's hard, but you can do it, Jamie. I mean, I got other suggestions too. Yusuf, how you keep it going in the bedroom? I think, is that the same question? St. Charles, I don't go near married women. I value my life. Yeah, you should definitely not go. You should not stay away from married people. It makes, again, be impeccable to your word. This is what this whole theme is today. And be impeccable to your word means like have respect in yourself, not to do something that you would think is immoral. And if someone has a relationship, why would you go and break that relationship up because of a fantasy fulfillment? It's not worth it. Women do have insecurities, St. Charles. We have the same insecurities that men do. Everybody that thinks it's just that is just a one-sided thing, Bryson, that it's just, that you're the only person feeling awkward. Everyone feels awkward. Hey there, Tom, and all these people that I haven't seen in a while. Heyman, do cougars want to be just friends at the beginning? Actually, excuse me. It really depends on the person. I mean, some women may, when I say cougars, it's just a term for a confident older woman. It doesn't mean anything besides it. There's not a club out there. It's a cougar club that, all these women have the exact same mentality. Everybody's different. So some people are in a stage of their life where they just want to have one night stand. And some people are in a stage of their life where all they want to do is have a conversation and a companionship. So it really depends on the person, and I can't really give you the answer to that unless I am that person. Can you trust an alpha guy more or a beta guy? He, ha, ha, ha. That's the ha, he. I don't believe in all these alpha, beta things. I know that people want to classify or label yourselves as alpha, beta, or all that kind of stuff, but trust me, no one is all of one thing. If you maybe have a more of a feminine side, or maybe you're more masculine, it doesn't really matter. But as far as like trusting, who would I trust more? I mean, I would trust the person that I know. And if you know this person, and it's really important to me, trust is extremely important. No one wants to have sex with someone unless they trust them and feel safe with them. No one wants to even have a conversation with someone that's going to possibly tell their secrets. So you have to be able to trust this person, not to hurt your feelings, etc. So I don't really classify it as an alpha or beta thing. Jigga Man is saying Karen needs a real masculine man who can manhandle her. That's not true necessarily. I don't like someone that doesn't respect me and tries to manhandle me. Anyway, can I greet you all the way from the Philippines? Of course, Ryan. How you doing? I give shout outs all the time, especially if you're on my patrons, patreon.com/KarenLee. Like Russell's saying, conversation, it's hard to find someone that's real. It is. It's definitely hard to find people that are real, but you can find these people. So, yeah, I just wanted to get online to tell you how important it is to not worry about what everybody thinks and to only worry about what you guys think, because that is what's going to give you the most direction. I feel like if I was going to tell you how I guide my life, pretend I'm in like a kayak, and I'm on a stream, and then there's a fork in the road. I kind of have to go on a gut feeling as which should I go left or right, right? If I'm alone and I'm thinking, I go on whatever is in my gut. That's what I want you guys to do. Feel what's in your gut and then go with it. I want to get back to Janie, trying to keep your husband's interests alive. What have you tried, and have you thought about any of the things that I discussed before? Yusuf, do you expect sex on the first date? I don't expect anything. Don't have any expectations. You're much better off that way. Would you think it's okay to have sex on the first date? Yeah, why not? If it feels right. Sometimes I feel like it's like if you're on a first date, it's better not to have sex and just let the tension build up, and because once you have sex, you can't go back to, oh, let's just kiss. That usually doesn't happen. So I would say it's a real good thing to tease and to get get your juices flowing. Have a cougar friend while having conversation. She touches my shoulder. Oh, you have a cougar friend. And she touches your shoulder. I think touching is always a good thing, by the way. If someone's touching you, I feel like they're showing some sort of affection. They're flirting, and that's always a good thing. Anyway, if you have like a question that you want to ask personally and you don't want to ask it here, which I understand, I'm going to give you my Patreon, patreon.com/KarenLee. By the way, if you want to hear our podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, you should go there. And if we get a certain number of patrons on patreon.com/Sex Talk with My Mom, we're going to be we have 50 patrons. And once we get to 50 patrons, we're going to be trying some sort of podcast where we are under the influence of marijuana. It's going to be really funny. So I suggest that you guys go to patreon.com/Sex Talk with My Mom. How do you round up your guy? What makes you feel this guy can be laid? How do you round up your guy? What makes you feel? Well, again, Yusuf, I have a lot of confidence in myself. If I was single right now, what would I do? I would definitely use my personality to show the confidence that I have to the other person. When I'm speaking with them, I would give them good eye contact. I would smile. I would maybe touch them. I would flirt with someone. That's how I would do it. And I have done it that way. And I have even like walked up to people who are waiting for a date and said, if your date doesn't work out, here's my number. So yeah, I'm not scared because the more I do it, the more confident I get. And then it keeps like regenerating, keeps growing. Let's see, where were we here? You just come here to see me so much. It's very cute. What kind of person do you prefer in bed? I like someone who changes it up. That's what I'm trying to say before. 95% of women aren't looking for a quick fuck, St. Charles said. So yeah, I don't know that that's true. You might find that not to be true depending. Oh, Charlie, thank you so much for that super chat. So Charlie gave me a $5 super chat just so I can answer his question. Here we go. Thank you for your advice and compliments. I want to have a cougar coaching session with you one day. Is there any way besides Patreon we can talk? Yeah, I go to my website and sign up for coaching there. Go to KarenLee's.com. I have coaching there, and I thank you for that super chat, Charlie. I really appreciate your compliments and confidence. Let's see. Where are we here? Where are we? Let's see. I'm trying to. Coco, I think you are cool and funny too. I love the way you handle the comments. Oh, you know what? It's a big compliment to me when someone says I'm funny, because humor is probably one of my things I'm most attracted to in other people. I think humor is super important. Charlie, yes, if you want a coaching session, it is going to be for a fee. I can't coach people for free, unfortunately, because I'd be on the phone all day long just coaching people and not being able to do anything besides coach. Let's see. I'm a man who loves to cross-dress looking like a slut. Call me. Okay. Thank you for that comment. Hi from Iran. Let's see. We're not going to talk about size. And hello to you, Bob is. Okay, Big City Apple, how are you? I hope everyone got a little bit of something out of this. I know it was kind of disjointed because I added somebody to the call, but I thought it was important that you find out from both my perspective and Aidan's perspective about how important it is to follow your inner gut and to keep trying and trying and trying. And even at the end of the month, if you still fail, you still learn something from the trial. So I know it's very esoteric or hard to understand, but the more you try and the more you fail, the more you're going to succeed in the long run. So don't worry about it. Do you want a man with money or a man with love? Francisco, what do you think? I think it's much more important to be in love with someone than worry about their money, because money is, you can't sleep on a wallet. There's only so much you can do. All right, you guys, I want to say goodbye to you. Charlie, you can talk on the phone with me if you go to my website and sign up for coaching. Do I like dating younger men? I like dating any man. Right now I'm dating a younger man, but that's just who he is. Okay, when was your best date and with whom? Let me give that some thought, but I got to run. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for the super chat, Charlie. And again, if you want to go to my website, you can sign up for coaching there and Patreon there and all the stuff at KarenLee'sPhoto.com. And let's see what I got. What advice can you give people who date older men? I give them the same advice that people that date younger men. It's very important you just stay true to yourself. And that's all I got to say. I love you guys. Goodbye.